Hi, I'm Dr. Arthur Trotsky. I'd like to welcome you to my website. And I hope in the few minutes that we have, I can show you a little bit about online therapy and what you need for online therapy. I started doing online therapy in 2011. I was doing groups. I think I was the first person to do groups for recovering professionals online. Went very well. And in 2012, I transitioned completely to the internet, working with individuals, couples, families, and groups. I was under a lot of criticism. People would say, well, it's not the same. You're missing something. You're missing the human quality. Well, I will tell you that the research doesn't seem to back that up. For example, the Veterans Administration, which does the largest online therapy system, they have 100,000, the big sample, 100,000 soldiers suffering from trauma. They divide them into online therapy, face-to-face therapy, and they found that the online therapy group had 25% shorter hospitalizations, improved at a faster rate, and the cost was down by 25%. There are studies, lots of studies showing it to be used for person-centered therapy, mindfulness therapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, trauma therapy, bipolar disorder, and even with children. Children find this situation very novel. They like it. See, we're digital digital immigrants. They're digital natives. They grew up with this. We had to come to it. That's why I always ask my son how to repair something that goes wrong. So it goes pretty well. And again, there are ups and downs. The ups are that you save a lot of time. You don't have to travel to your therapist. If there's bad weather, snow, ice. We had an ice storm for 2 days in Atlanta, and the hospital closed up. The NA groups, the AA groups, the OA groups, the anonymous fellowships couldn't have their meetings. Everyone was homebound. We had our meeting. We had a group meeting. So a person doesn't have to travel, get into travel, car jams, time, money, expense, find parking, going into the office of the specialist. I remember when I was in therapy, way back, there was a stigma. I used to go into the waiting room. I'd be sitting next to two people. And I'd be thinking to myself, what do they think I am? A serial killer? Do they think I'm crazy? No. What do they think I do? They don't know me. But there's uncomfortable sitting there. Now you're your comfort zone, quiet, turn the computer on, and you're with you in a session. Very good for parents with single children. They don't need a babysitter. They just say to the children, I'm going to be talking to Dr. Trotsky. I would like you not to come in for an hour. Never works. Never happens. Every session I've ever had with a mother who told the children to stay out, they stay out, but they have to at one point go running through behind the mother and look at it. As kids, they want to know what's going on. Something technologically is going on, and the kids want to see what it is. So it works. The other disadvantage is you can't see the feet. So if you want to see my feet, you better get a different therapist. What I meant by that, seriously, is that a person using a Gestalt technique, and the person says that she's feeling calm, and her foot is going like this, you missed that. You missed that clue. But other than that, you can see from the facial expressions, the movement of the hands. You can say, oh, I'm talking about my father. Are you aware that when you're talking about your father, you're punching your hand? See, that you can see. And then you can't hug a person. And you can't even put a hand on a shoulder to help someone who's really suffering, calm them down. We get around that, though. We have the virtual hug. We have the virtual hug. We have, put your hand up. Come on, put your hand up. There you go. There you go. you don't get the serotonin, but you do get some sort of affirmation and some understanding. So it works. Now, the other side, for it to work well, you need to have all the technical problems solved. I went to a lecture online, a webinar. A psychiatrist and his daughter, who was also a psychologist, had 600 people in this webinar, including me. I was a spectator. It had to be one of the worst technical things that happened in a webinar. They were not using microphones. They were doing what I'm doing, using the microphone camera, camera. And so if I come close and talk, it gets better. But if I look to the side and talk and I go around, it sort of takes away. So I recommend everyone, and I'm going to show you how this works, get earphones with mic, and that it should have a USB port. The pin port only gives you either hearing or microphone. This will give you both. And you can also use your buds from your cell phones, the iPhone buds, or as long as you can plug it into your computer, you can use it. Now, if you really want to get fancy, you have hair, you can get these buds that are Bluetooth. Stick them right in, you don't even see them, but they pick up the voice. I'll show you how it works. I'm going to put this on. You'll see the difference. You hear me talking now. I'm putting this on now. I'll plug that in. Okay, now you can see what happened when I plugged in. You get my real voice. No, you see now it changes the quality of my voice. It's my voice. The lip synchronization is perfect. There's no echo. And if I were to say something, oh, the son of a gun, you'd pick it up. The camera there might not pick it up, but that son of a gun. You pick up things. It's perfect, just perfect. And you look like a pilot, which is something I've always wanted to be, so helps my ego. Also, we collect personal health information. I have a questionnaire. Before someone can come in for treatment, we have to get a questionnaire. That questionnaire goes to an external site. It goes to enhanced web services, and only I can access it with a password. You also have rights of privacy written for you to read, telemental health policy, your consent to treatment, and my social media policy. For example, I will not Google you or go to your Facebook and look what you're doing. I will leave that to you to tell me personally in a relationship, because therapy is a relationship. You want to be able to trust me that I'm not going to be sneaking around looking after you, that I'm going to accept you as a human being with the right to tell me what you want to when you're ready to tell me what you want to, and the questionnaire. I think that's about it. If you have any questions, email me. You can also use the form on this website. If you're interested in a session, fill out the questionnaire, and I'll get back to you. I will call you, and we can set up a mutually acceptable time so it works into your day. I do not charge for canceled appointments. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you. If I have to go into the office and turn on a coffee and turn on the air conditioner and clean up the toilet and get everything ready, and then you cancel, I have to put everything away and go back to my house. So I've killed an hour and a half doing stuff I don't want to do. But if you say to me, I can't come, I say, okay, well, when would you like to reschedule? Next Tuesday at 5? Okay, I'll see you then. Put it in my book. And I can get up and go out and run. I can go swimming. I can go kayaking. I can watch the news. I can write emails. I can make clips like this for my website. I can play the guitar or my conga drums, which you probably see behind me. I can keep myself busy. I don't lose anything, so I'm not going to charge anybody anything. And we have a complete hour for a session. And by the way, you have to understand this. If I'm in an hour session and someone's just hitting on something very, very deep and painful, I'm not going to say, oh, I'm sorry, our hour's up. I may say, listen, let's go another 10 minutes. and the person waiting will have to understand that. So that's what we do. That's how it works. It's very effective. I love it. I love it. So I appreciate you coming in to hear this and listen to my ramblings about online therapy. And I wish you all a good day. Stay safe and have a nice day.